okay, to then spit the shit the way his vocals sounded before he was shot. So he won't sound like the DOC. You remember the DOC? He crashed his car, and he was part of the whole NWA Ruthless family. But after he crashed his car, his vocals sound like this when he tries to talk. But before, you know, he made the, you know, no one could do it better, and you know, the Whirlwind Pyramid, and it was you know, he was killing it. He was the most lyrical MC from the West Coast I ever heard. He sounded like one of them New York rappers. He was very, very lyrical. And was spitting like fire.
I like living in here.
Yeah, so you know. Yeah, so like these AI cats, a lot of people are hating on it. They're like, well, don't say anything if you can't think of anything to say. Well, you're talking about somebody who's hiring AI to write a song for you.
I could just spit it for him. What's wrong with my voice?
Right.
Y'all would love to hear me spit, right?
You also got guys like Drake. Almost everything he raps is written by somebody else.
Right. Oh, that's awful.
You like the song Still DRE? Jay-Z wrote it.
Yeah,
Dr. Dre and Snoop and Corrupt are the vocals on that track.
Yeah.
So it's like ghostwriting has been around for years.
Ever.
And, you know, to me, AI is something that's another tool. Think of it like this. You got the SP1200 drum machine that was out in the 80s. And then later they came out with a more advanced version, the MPC, which is, you know, the same kind of thing. You got pads. You can use your hands. You're making a drum loop, and then you push a button, and after that quantization is done and you finish recording that little loop, it plays the loop for you. That is AI technology. It's all the same
Well, I guess
shit.
it's all about how you use it.
Yeah, it's a tool, but the whole genre has been
Like
AI.
everything.
From the beginning of time, the genre has been AI. It's just now people are scared because of the Terminator. You know, they see AI, they immediately think of a T-1000 coming and killing everybody in the world ending.
I gotta say, AI will be the destruction of mankind. There is that. It's unavoidable. But everybody's already plugged into the Matrix, aren't they?
I feel like
they already are.
It's already unavoidable.
Yeah.
If you're
most people I meet
channel,
are already plugged into the Matrix.
Exactly.
They believe whatever they're told. They do whatever they're told. They live how they're told. This is called programming. You're already programmed. Nobody really goes against the grain anymore. No one. No one, but you should think for yourself. Free your minds, I say.
The
or I'll free them for
will not be televised because the revolution is in your mind.
Yes.
You know, so aside from AI writing lyrics and AI being part of all the drum machines that hip hop and the synthesizers, the Trinity Korg, all that quantization was AI. That was going on from way back. You know, to me, it's another tool. And you still have to program the AI. There's still a human that programs the AI. So, you tell us AI to write you a song, you're still saying, I want you to write a song that's like this. You tell AI to spit these lyrics in this vocal, clone vocal, you're the one programming the AI. So every AI is still programmed by a person. There's a person manipulating that tool.
Here's the issue that most people have. It is artificial intelligence. Eventually, it will think for itself. And that's what they already have it doing in Gemini, Google, Alexa. Like, okay, you're programming. Yes, it's running by programs. You know, some programs do what they're supposed to, others, okay. Eventually, they're afraid that it'll become self-aware. Yeah, all right, just maybe we watch too many movies. I think it could happen. I think that it could happen. Right now, it hasn't happened. It hasn't, but it probably will.
Did you pass any Waymo cars on your way over here from the other part of town?
Yeah, see? Not this time, but I have.
So those of y'all who don't know what Waymo cars are,
cars driving themselves.
It's like the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. There is no driver in the driver's seat. The motherfucking whole car is on autopilot.
Yeah.
Now, you got humans on their phone while they're driving. I think they're more dangerous than the Waymo car.
Waymo, dangerous. They are way more dangerous.
You think Waymo is way more dangerous?
Waymo. But yeah.
But I think the humans are way more dangerous than the autopilot Waymo cars.
That is true. That is true. But I had to say it. I mean, you just set it up.
Yeah, it was low hanging fruit there, cuz. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. But I'm not afraid of these Waymo cars. You know what I'm saying? At least the Waymo car ain't gonna double park because they're dropping off some McDonald's for your neighbor next door, clogging up the whole fucking road here.
He's talking about what happened when I got here. There was Uber Eats or DoorDash, whoever driver, and he definitely double parked. And yeah, that's what.
Does that get on your nerves when you're in the hood and you drive down the street and you see somebody double parked?
Not for your grub. When it comes to your DoorDash and your Uber Eats or whatever you're using, Grubhub, you gotta get it. They should have the right to stop right there, jump out, take it, jump back in and go.
But what about if there's an open spot right like a foot and a half next to where they double park?
Then I guess they should be using Waymo cars. And you see, the Waymo car would go ahead and parallel park. And then that way they could jump out and then they could deliver your food and come back and all that kind of thing. No. Let those people double park and do whatever they do. Bring me my food.
Now, if you were an Uber Lyft driver or a DoorDash cat, would you be a little nervous that like a little 1 foot size robot is going to take your job in a Waymo car like next year? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no job. You maybe have some felonies or whatever. You can't.
You know, Amazon was already trying this.
Yeah.
Amazon, they were going to do it with drones.
Drones,
they
that's
thought
right.
It would be a good idea to have your packages delivered to you by drone. Drones. No. Who wants to see a drone coming to their door, dropping off their package? I don't know. I don't know.
So, Captain, in 5 years, are we going to get a stimulus package where they just send everybody money because the robots are doing all our jobs for us? Hey, here's a robot forgiveness program. We're just going to pay y'all bills for y'all. Kick back, take a rest. The robots got it from here, cuz. You like that plan, Captain?
See, he's definitely worried about that AI shit. See what I'm talking about? We're back to that, because yeah.
I'm actually with it. I'd love to take my wife on vacation so the robot can do what I gotta do, and I'll let the robots handle that shit, man. I'm not worried about the robot taking my job.
I'd rather be here doing this with all my kitties. No robot can do this. None. No. You know, I mean, they can tie my shoes for me. That'd be nice. But that's it. They can't do this. Talent. That's when if AI gets to the point where it actually can replace true and raw talent. Now we are in trouble.
Hey, do me a favor, Captain. Grab that camera for me over there off the bookshelf. You see it right over there on the bookshelf to your left by Bob Marley over here on the left-hand side?
Oh.
Yeah, we want to make sure we don't lose that footage. If you can, grab that one for me. And just pass it over here.
It's been filming the back of my head.
Yeah, the whole time I had it running. We're rolling, but I don't want to lose what we're rolling. So if you can, just snatch that off there for me and pass it over here. Thank you. So, you know, we've been at this thing for a little over, I think this is our 3rd episode together. We had the teaser episode, which we filmed here. And then we had episode 2, which we filmed in Burbank. And we had our guests. And I guess this is our 3rd episode. Is it our 3rd or our 4th? I can't remember. Okay, 3rd. How you like working with me on this podcast, Captain?
Awesome. See, yeah. Once upon a time, there was a little bit of I don't know, what would you call it? You know, he was a little hesitant, a little worried that I might eat his children.
That's true. I was concerned about that. But now I got the Rocky IV approach because my kids have been acting their ass at school. So, you know, if he dies, he dies. Isn't that what Dolph Lundgren said?
Terrible.
So it's like,
terrible.
Maybe he can relieve us of our parental duties. You know what I'm saying?
I was wondering why I've all of a sudden been invited into the house and around the children. I don't eat children. No. No. Don't eat children, Captain. No.
So we have it narrowed down to Karens
women.
And Dominicans. That's all
women.
We know. Women, okay.
Take that how you want. All right.
Do you only eat women from the front, or do you go from the back too? He is Capt. A-ho. I don't know. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm on some real pea shit. It's my nature, man. I don't know what to say.
I like this guy's nature. This is why we get along. Yeah, questions like that we don't answer, see, because we'll leave it up to your imagination.
So, Captain, I bought a couple Sweet Jones albums. You get a chance to hear them joints
I
yet?
did.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the Sweet Jones tributes, man?
That was very good, man. Very much in line with Texas sound and stuff like that. It was nice. Very nice.
You know, a lot of people don't know, Pimp C passed away in West Hollywood, right around the corner from here, and he died on December 4th at the age of 33, and his birthday is December the 29th, so to continue paying tribute to him, we're going to aim and target to release stuff on some of these dates, like his birthday coming up on December the 29th. We hope to release Sweet Jones 4. And, you know, a lot of people don't know this either. Me and Pimp C have something in common. Aside from our love for the P genre, my ex-wife name is the same as his widow's name, Shannara.
Wow.
And I found that out recently because, you know, she's been following our movement and reached out to one of my homies on a DM.
Wow.
They spell it differently, but, you know, Shannara means princess in Japanese or one of them other languages. And, you know, my ex-wife spells hers with a SH. Okay. And Pimp C's, the late, great R.I.P. Pimp C's widow, I think spells hers Shannara with a C. Yeah, Shannara Butler. Shout out to Shannara Butler out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole P6 Mafia. You know? So, Captain, do you follow sports at all?
Of course not. That is, yeah, I would say I do.
All right.
But I like full contact.
Full contact. Okay. So what's your favorite sport, Captain?
Well, between football and hockey. So.
Okay. Got you. Yeah, we've been
Rugby.
making NFL
Rugby's
picks.
good, though. Rugby's good, too.
Rugby, okay. We've been making NFL picks on this radio station. We have some regulars on the show.
NFL.
Week 1, we had Stay Tuned, a.k.a. Valles, and Decagon and myself made some NFL picks. Right now, the leader in the clubhouse is Decagon. He has 2 wins, 0 losses. He picked both his first 2 games correctly. I am 0-2, not doing so well. And Valles is 1-1 because he's never going to not pick the Philadelphia Eagles, and they got that W.
You should have picked Philly.
I could have picked Philly, but then, you know, I wouldn't have had anybody to root for, you know, because, you know, I'm a Rams fan, and I got to just prove it to y'all that I don't fuck with the Eagles like that. No.
Oh, my gosh.
But we also had 2 of our
This man is from Philadelphia.
You know, let's get into that in a second. I want to talk about why I don't pick Philly.
Yeah.
I'm a Philly baseball fan. We'll get into the football thing in a second. But yeah, we also had 2 of our regulars send in their picks via the text. And Big Spook sent in a bunch of games. Funnily enough, Captain, he picked the Ravens and the Bills. And then we realized, hey, the Ravens play the Bills. What the hell are you doing? So we had to clarify that, and he ended up picking the Bills. And then First Class sent in about 5 game picks. The other thing that was funny about our homie Big Spook, he went off the menu. You know, we all picked the same 10 games, except he took games that weren't on the menu. And that was funny. Why would you pick the Browns and the Raiders, and they're not even on the menu?
Oh.
They're some of the worst teams there are out there. But I'll tell you another reason why I don't pick the Eagles and I don't rock with the Eagles. Aside from me being in LA now, and I had to leave that behind, it was expensive to keep paying DirecTV to watch that, and these games for the Rams come on for free on the Bunny Ears channels out here. So that was kind of like a business decision. But also, right around the same time I moved here, Riley Cooper, a wide receiver who is, I'd say some people would say white, a white guy from America, he used the N-word at a Kenny Chesney or whatever country music concert, and the Eagles didn't fire him. And I always thought, man, that was wrong, So I couldn't really rock with the Eagles no more after that. That was like one of the biggest strikes you could ever have, to keep a guy. And aside from everything I just said, he was a terrible athlete too. So it's like, why are you keeping this trash on your roster? He don't even perform. He's saying that, and most of the locker room is black guys. So I felt like that was really bad strike against the Eagles. And then shortly after that happened, they had their franchise-leading running back, LaShawn McCoy, and they traded him for no reason at all. He was my favorite player. And I just had a son, and that's my wife's maiden name, McCoy. But I kind of felt like I was naming him after my favorite player, even though it's my wife's maiden name. She suggested a name, and I was like, yeah, let's call him McCoy. I love it. I go by my last name, Quinn. He could go by your last name, McCoy. But also, the Eagles' leading franchise rushers, LaShawn McCoy. I had a baby LaShawn McCoy jersey, and then poof, Chip Kelly got rid of him right after my son was born.
But wait, is the organization different now?
Slightly, but they still have the same leadership. The same GM who was president of football operations, who could have got rid of Riley Cooper. Howie Roseman, he's still there. So I just felt like oppressed, and also I had a real weird Philly sports emotional thing going. It's kind of like if you're from the hood and you don't want to watch hood movies, you don't want to go back into war if you're a war veteran and watch Saving Private Ryan. It's like whenever I would watch the Eagles game, I'd be so emotionally torn up from any bad call or whatever. I had to get out of that.
Now that I understand.
Yeah, because you got the PTSD thing going.
From hell,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about that.
So it's like this here. I'll root for any team against the Eagles just because I got to just separate myself from the Eagles, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And all that there, but...
Understood. We're good then.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah. But,
that makes sense.
But I do like the Steelers, and whenever I get an opportunity to, I will root for them. I had picked them this week, and they're a PA team, you know what I'm saying?
So he's still on some real P shit.
Of course. Always. You know what I'm saying? I wake up on some real P shit because it's family first, and I spell family PHAMILY, you know what I'm saying? Anyone who's a real friend of mine that's not blood related is considered family with a PH, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, stuff like that there. So, yeah, I wake up on some P shit, man, for real.
Beautiful. All right.
So, let me ask you this question, man. What's been going on with Captain A-Hole lately? What you been up to?
That's kind of incriminating. So, maybe I don't answer that either. Right? I don't think I should. I'm here. And what I'm up to is being here and promoting our next podcast. And I like the idea of bringing in other guests. We're going to have real guests. I love the guests we had before. They're local celebrities. But we're going to go ahead and have national, international celebrities, right?
I would love that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's
and bring back our local celebrities.
Yeah.
That was great. But I want to do that again. They don't mind.
All right, so before we get out of here, I know we have limited time, and I know time is running. I do want to give a big shout out to Dick James, Phenom Radio, for having SOA Radio on their platform, interviewing me earlier today. You know what I'm saying? All the Radio Impact DJs out there, you know what I'm saying? DJ Jackpot, DJ King Assassin, Gator Ryan, you know what I'm saying? DJ Dr. Funk Juice, you know what I'm saying? All the DJs out there, DJ CEO, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who's supporting us, East Coast, West Coast, and worldwide. You got any shout outs before we end this thing, man?
After all of that, we're good.
On that note, we'll see y'all next time. Peace. 1,000 Wow.